All right. Cadillac's got a new STS coming out, the 2008 model, with a pretty hot new direct injected V6. Roger, you know a little bit about that.
Yeah, I got to drive it last week, and then had out at the proving grounds at Milford, and then had one over the weekend. And I got to say, this is my favorite Cadillac that I've ever driven, and I liked this car when it came out in '04 as an '05 model. And right out of the box, they did a V6 and the V8, and then an all-wheel drive V8. So you basically had three sort of powertrain choices out of the box, and those choices are still available today. But what's interesting is that 3 years ago when we did the launch of the car, they were predicting that 70% would be V8s and 30% would be V6s. And during the drive of the car, it was a 2-day program. The last drive I had was in a V6, and it was the longest leg, and I thought, boy, I'm getting stuck here in this V6. I really like that North Star V8, and lo and behold, I ended up really, really liking the old V6. The car was a little bit lighter. You really didn't lack for a whole lot of horsepower. You didn't have the torque and stuff that you had from the V8, but the car just handled well, and it's a comfortable car. It's a good-looking car. And lo and behold, they come out now with the 6-cylinder being 302 horsepower.
47 horsepower improvement from the other one.
Right, 47 horsepower up, and you do really notice it. And what's also interesting is that the folks at GM just completely missed that target. 80% of the buyers of the STSs were buying V6s.
Okay.
And I think that's why that they really put some effort behind this direct injected V6. Fuel mileage is going to be a little bit better, even though you're getting more horsepower.
Because of the direct injection.
Correct. And it runs on regular gas. It doesn't need premium.
That could be a selling feature right now.
I think it's going to be a huge selling feature for that engine because you get a ton of performance, and 80% of their buyers are buying V6s already. I mean, this is a bonus.
Right.
You're getting this horsepower upgrade. And
we'll try to get a German sedan this size, this kind of performance that drinks regular.
Right. Yeah, I mean, $40,000 or $42,000 is about. They said they haven't announced prices. It goes on sale in July, but you're also getting the car's reskinned a little bit. It's got a new nose on it. The new grille is basically taken off of the Cadillac 16. It's the strongest production influence yet. You're getting there's a new 18-inch wheel and tire package that I think looks really good. They put a side vent. Side air vent in the fenders,
just like the CTS.
Like the CTS, and speaking of engines in CTS, that same V6 is going into the CTS. We're driving that in a couple of weeks in Germany. They haven't really released what the horsepower is going to be. Talk a couple engineers, and they think it's going to be within a couple horsepower.
Okay.
They're not sure if the CTS packaging is different, so the intake has to be different. The exhaust is different, so that's why the tuning is going to be a little different as far as horsepower goes. My guess is that maybe they'll come in at 300 horsepower. They'll still have because the STS is a bigger car, maybe have the more power in that. So we'll see. Inside the car gets some new bright work. There's a little bit more chrome. The center stack is basically taken out of the V series. And then they also there's quite a few electronic goodies that they've added this year. Available in the STS is a lane departure warning system, which a lot of people find them just extremely annoying.
Is it easy to turn off?
Yeah, it's a touch screen. You just go in and turn it off. The only way you'd ever want it, I think, is, at least for me, would be if you're driving late at night, and it's an added safety measure. If you do nod off or you lose in concentration, you wander out of your lane, it's going to pick it up and send a warning. It also has a lane departure warning system or a blind spot warning system. So if a car uses cameras in the rear wheel it puts a little marker up on the outside rearview mirror. It lets you know the cars are in your blind spot.